Mike Spinelli. We're at the Detroit Auto Show. I'm here with Leo Parente. Yes, it's Road Testament is what you're watching on Drive, and we got some cars to talk about here at the show on the veranda of the Detroit Auto Show.
And set the stage. We want your feedback on the cars we're going to talk about, so not just listening to two more talking heads.
Exactly. So at Drive TV on Twitter, or leave a comment in the comments below, which I know you're going to do. Car 1. So Car 1, Code 30. This is
Car 1 and 2.
Car 1 and 2. Let's just set this up. GM, Chevrolet showed a couple of concepts. They're kind of cool, kind of not. What do you think?
Beyond kind of. They are cool.
Right.
They're trying to get the young people to help them decide which car to build. One is a rear drive coupe.
Right, the Code 30.
One is a front drive, more fastback aero type thing.
The true 140S. The Code 30 kind of reminds me of the BMW 1M. And the concept is kind of cool because it's like a BMW 1M for half the price and about 80% of the capability. I think that would be a really cool thing to have.
And your red on 1M has trappings of traditional Chevrolet, and the white front drive is more progressive, moving ahead. Do you want to know what we think, or should we just wait for you to tell us which one you like best?
You guys can tell us. I mean, I like the Code 30. I mean, I don't know what the true 140S looks a little bit like a Mitsubishi Eclipse, kind of from back in the day, but a little more high tech.
There's American versus Asian. Moving on.
Exactly. Moving on. Dodge Dart, a car that I really think looks much better in person than in the pictures.
The lines are very clean. It's like dating an Italian American. Kind of a basic appearance on the exterior, but all that Italian passion underneath with the chassis.
Basic appearance.
Have you looked at Americans?
What?
Okay, it's good. Right. We like that car for all the technology and the interior.
Right, cool technology, great interior, really nice look. Looks like if the Dodge Neon had never gone away and they just kind of progressed it up to a really up-to-date level. Like it. Sorry, Acura NSX.
What do you think?
I don't like it.
Why?
I don't dislike it.
Oh, you waffle. No, you said you didn't like it, so why don't you like it?
The reason I don't like it, I think it's derivative of the R8, and I have a feeling that it's going to look dated pretty soon. Like maybe in a couple of months, it's going to look like a dated design.
Okay, well, you may be right.
I may be white.
Well, you may be white and right. I completely disagree with you. The only derivative part is they're both mid-engine. The technology is different. The shape is more aggressive. To me, it makes the R8 look old. The scale of the NSX is smaller, and we all know smaller is better.
Nice.
I'd want that car. And by the way, they're going to build it in Ohio. Does it matter if an exotic comes out of Ohio?
That's kind of amazing.
I say it doesn't matter at all. The car's the star.
It's if they can make it cheaper in Ohio with the currency differences, I think it's awesome. Next, Lexus Lf-Lc, kind of a take on the LFA's design. What do you think?
Inspired by the LFA.
Inspired by the LFA.
But you spoke to Mark Templin a little bit.
I did. Let's see what Mark had to say.
We all like to drive cars. Those of us in the industry love to drive fun cars. And cars like this are aspirational. They make great halos to all the other products that we sell. So I think you're going to find that with the styling and driving dynamics, the technology we're putting in our cars, we're trying to create that halo that does paint a picture over everything that we build.
Now, is there anything you can say about what this might imply for future product?
Well, sure. I think that a lot of the design elements you see in this car will definitely show up in a lot of the future products that we bring to market.
But, I mean, this specific, I mean, you used to have a car that looked a lot like this, you know, it's very...
You must be talking about the first generation SC, which was front engine, rear drive, fun. Everybody really liked the car. Yeah. Would you like to see this as a next generation SC?
So yeah, not non-committal on whether Lexus is going to build the Lf-Lc. I always have to look at the card for that one. For some reason, the name isn't connected.
And the sign's way over there, and I still blow it.
Oh, it's right there. It's right there. Okay, sorry.
That's a corporate non-committal. They're going to build that car. You were right. It's going to replace the SC. I like that there's a Lexus signature showing up. The LFA side gills are going to show up on this car. The nose-tail proportions. I think the car is good. The only thing in that concept is probably a little of the bling bling and the wider rear fender flares, but at the end of the day, they build that, they've got a good car to work with.
I think so. Cadillac Dts.
You tell me what you think, because I've got a strong opinion.
Well, you know, it's funny, after all the send-up, after all the Nürburgring stuff and the videos, I was expecting a little more sort of performance-oriented launch, but I mean, it's pretty nice. I like the I like what they've done with it.
Yeah, but that's the corporate launching the base car first. There's probably performance there. Yeah. They have damned themselves by saying they're benchmarking against the 3 Series. That's a Cadillac. That's not a European car. It's got no vibe, as you said, with the spirit of performance driving. I know it's lighter weight. I know it's got a great engine. I know we need to drive it. There's no way that you can compare that to a 3 Series, in my opinion. So it's kind of a pseudo fail because it's just moving the bar around Cadillac, not anywhere forward.
It's a volume car for Cadillac. You know, they need the younger buyers too. I'm waiting for the ATS V though. So
if they're going to go against BMW, they need the V. I'm curious what you think, but I'm not sold on it yet. What else you got?
All right, Lincoln MKX. Lincoln MKX concept. What do you think of that thing?
Well, my reaction, I guess, says it all. That was a design statement to move your thinking of what Lincoln should be, move it ahead. I say it moved it not enough.
Wow.
They've got a lot of work to do to change Lincoln.
Yeah, I think there's just too much imagery, not enough product from them. We got to see more product from Lincoln to judge whether they're going to be making it back.
So, you know what, but BMW, though. We did talk to BMW. There were 2 stories come out on BMW.
Yes.
There's a 6-speed story and the new 3 Series.
6-speed story, yeah. We talked to Matt Russell,
okay.
M brand manager in the U.S. Let's see what he had to say.
In North America, we're going to offer the M5 with a no-cost 6-speed manual transmission. Probably the most distinguishing feature for the North American market.
And why is that? Why is the U.S. market getting the 6-speed as opposed to...
It's based on the historical sales success of the 6-speed manual M5 and M6 for that matter in North America. The 6-speed manual option was offered starting later in the life cycle on the last version with the V10, and it proved to be very, very popular for several years, so we're bringing it back for another round. We'll see how it does this time.
It's a good job, America, buying manuals on the BMW M5.
And good job, BMW, for making the commitment to America.
It's pretty cool.
But the big news, we should have taken Cadillac over to see the new 3 Series.
Yeah, I mean, 3 Series in the U.S. is the first time we've seen this in the U.S. We talked to Oliver Ganzer, the product manager for the 3 Series. I mean, how do you change an icon and how do you update it to make it, because I mean, that's the most important car, arguably, most important car for BMW.
Well, the hard thing for us was to bring the new 3 Series to the market to keep its iconic nature by revolutionizing the industry again, as we do with every new 3 Series. The icon lives just when we always keep the fire burning. The overall dimensions increased. We made it a little bit longer, so we listened to our customers, and the customer said, well, we would like to have more room in the back. So we increased it, and most of that length increase we put in the leg room in the rear bench. So now you have a very spacious interior. And of course, yes, as you said, it's the dimensions on the rear bench, the leg room, it's E39, so the 5 Series 2 generations ago.
BMW 3 Series, haven't driven it yet. What do you think of it so far?
I like the new nose where they put the headlights attached to the grills. I'm sure it moves 3 ahead technologically designed, but it's bigger. It's a larger car now.
Yeah, it's funny. It's as big as the old 5 Series, the E39 era. It was 10 years ago.
The 5?
Yeah,
wow.
The 5. It's
wow.
as big as the
wow.
5. It's
okay.
amazing.
Well, we'll see how that works out when you drive it.
Exactly. So that's it for us from the Detroit Auto Show on Road Testament. Watch Chris Harris on cars. Next.
You've been waiting for that? Here we go.
Yes, at Drive TV on Twitter. Later.